Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to take a look at a short film made by Pixar called Float. Float is an animated short directed by Bobby Rubio, and it's the first of two Pixar shorts about autism. The second being Pixar's Loop. Loop was actually the first thing I ever reviewed on this channel, so if you'd like to learn more, I would recommend watching my review of Loop. I'll leave a link to my review in the description below. But in short, I found Loop to be a really good piece of representation that I praised for its positive representation and the fact that it hired an actual artistic actor to voice the main character. So I thought I should see how Pixar's Float compares. Unlike Loop, Float isn't as direct of a representation. It's told through a metaphor, and we know that it was a metaphor for autism because the director has stated that it was created based on his relationship with his autistic son. I both like and dislike this. When it comes to media about autism, I usually prefer it to be more direct. But what I do like about it is that more groups than just autistic people can relate to it, and it can be interpreted as being about many things, such as any other disability or LGBT people, etc. The story is about a dad who discovers that his son is different. His son is able to float. He notices people staring and becomes scared of how they will react. So for the next couple of years, he hides away the fact that his son can float. I'm pretty sure it's implied that they hardly ever leave the house. And the dad tries to keep his son grounded by doing things like stuffing his jacket full of rocks. They go for a walk to the park, and while there, the son slips free and starts floating around and having fun. When the dad catches him and tries to drag him away, the son understandably has a meltdown and starts screaming. The dad, frustrated, yells, "Why can't you just be normal?" A moment that stands out because it is the only bit of dialogue in the entire film, which serves to illustrate how awful of a moment this is. The son starts crying, and his father, realizing how much he's been hurting his son, takes him to the swing set where he lets his son float freely for the first time, and they both start laughing joyously. I very much love the message of this film, that being of acceptance rather than trying to hide or suppress. It's plain to see that both the dad and especially the son are miserable until the son is allowed to be himself. And it's made clear in the end that the dad was wrong to want to change his son. Another thing I like is that the ways the dad tried to prevent his son from floating, such as with the rocks, works as a really good metaphor for masking, which is a term for when autistic people try to hide their autistic traits. Another great thing about Float is actually something that I criticized Loop for: accessibility. Loop was only available through Disney Plus, and thus wasn't very accessible. Well, Float is much more accessible because while it's on Disney Plus, it is also available in its entirety for everyone to watch for free right here on YouTube. I'll include a link for where to watch it in the video description. So overall, I really love Float for its message of acceptance. It's a message that sadly doesn't get seen enough. I have to say, between Float and Loop, I really love the autism representation that Pixar has been putting out. They're very inclusive and have had wonderful themes of autism acceptance. So, have any of you seen Pixar's Float, or do you plan to? What do you think of it? How would you say it compares to Loop? Let me know in the comments down below. Until next time, goodbye!